taking forever.
Yeah. He's playing an illegal Uxie deck.
No.
Apparently.
Well, yeah, it is illegal now, but... What's up?
You have to discard the top three cards.
Okay, so
Get out here.
Uxie goes to my hand.
If you need.
What are you, nuts? I'm gonna play Poketurn. Poketurn, Crobat G goes back to my hand. A Pokemon SP and all cards attached to it back to my hand. I'm gonna play Crobat G on the bench again. Use the Poke Power again on Terrakion to put another damage counter on
Your
it.
deck will never end this.
Trust me on this. This is crazy. I'm gonna play a Junk Arm, discarding Pokemon Collector and Dual Ball to grab a trainer card. I'm gonna grab a Poketurn. I'm gonna play Poketurn again, return Crobat G back to my hand, play it onto the bench to put another damage counter on Terrakion. I'm gonna play Uxie from my hand onto the bench and draw cards until I have 7 in my hand. I have no hand, so I draw 7 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna play a Pokedex. I look at the top 2 cards, choose one, put it in my hand. I'm gonna put that one in my hand, that one on the bottom of the deck.
Probably like one of the worst things I've ever had to.
And I got a really good draw right here, so I'm going to put another plus power on Uxie.
That's right.
I'm going to play a Pokeblower plus. If I play 1, I flip a coin. If heads, I put a damage counter on one of your Pokemon. So flip a coin, tails does nothing. Super Scoop Up on... I'm going to hold this one off, actually. I'm going to Poketurn Crobat G back to my hand. I'm going to play it onto the bench, put another damage counter on Terrakion. That's 4 damage counters out of 130 damage I need to do to it. I'm going to play a Pokedrawer plus. I draw a card. I'm going to put Unknown R on the bench. It's Poke Power. I can discard it from the bench, and it does not count as a knockout, and it lets me draw a card. So I'm going to play 2 Pokedrawer plus. What this does when I play 2, I can search for any 2 cards in my deck. So I play 2, search for any 2 cards.
Nice.
Search for any 2 cards.
Terrakion just like, what the hell's going on? Poor Pokemon.
2 cards. What?
I still gotta play the rough skin, or will it still? Yeah.
It's still rough skin will still hurt. So I'm gonna put another plus power on Uxie.
I like those 2.
I'm gonna play Super Scoop Up on that Uxie. Heads, it goes back to my hand. Tails, it does not go back to my hand, but I'm gonna play one from my hand anyways. Set up for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I actually need 4.
7. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna play a Pokeblower plus towards Terrakion.
And
If heads, it does a damage counter, so that's 5 damage counters on Terrakion. I'm gonna put an Expert Belt on Crobat G. I don't know why. I'm gonna do the retire with Unknown R. I just discard it from my bench and it lets me draw a card. I'm gonna put Mr. Mime on the bench. I'm gonna Pokemon Rescue. I return a Pokemon from my discard pile to my hand. Play Unknown R on the bench. Discard it, retire. I'm gonna Super Scoop Up Uxie. And that's a head, so Uxie goes back to my hand. I'm gonna Super Scoop Up Crobat G. Crobat G goes back to my hand. Play Crobat G on the bench. Put another damage counter on Terrakion. It gets worse. I'm going to play Good Rod.
hey, what's his name? Press.
Good Rod. I flip a coin. If heads, search your discard pile for a Pokemon. Show it to your opponent. Put it into your deck. If tails...
Hey, you. Can you hand me my phone? The crap thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good Rod, I flip a coin. If heads, I put a Pokemon from my discard pile on top of my deck. If tails, I put a trainer card from the discard pile top of the deck. So I flip the coin for it. Tails, it's a trainer card. I'm gonna put a Pokemon Rescue.
Oh my god. Have you see upside down?
I'm gonna put Unknown R on the bench. I got more. Retire, draw a card, play Pokemon Rescue to return Unknown R to my hand. Play it on the bench. Use Retire again to draw another card. I'm gonna play another Unknown R onto the bench. I'm gonna put an Expert Belt on Uxie. I'm gonna play a Dual Ball.
What's up?
I search for 2 basics. I'm gonna fail the search on one of them and put a Crobat G into my
Hey, would you mind if I have my
hand. I'm gonna play it onto the bench, which puts another damage counter on Terrakion. I'm going to retire Unknown R to draw a card. I'm gonna play Uxie from my hand to set up till I have 7. So I draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Hey, you know how I know I'm better?
6.
Let me again.
Chris, it's getting worse. I'm gonna Pokemon Rescue, return Unknown R to my hand. I'm gonna Pokeblower Plus,
Blower.
Pokeblower Plus towards the Terrakion again. Tails does
Somebody
nothing.
name a dangerous animal.
I'm gonna
Cheetah?
Pokedex,
Is it dangerous or sexy?
Badger. The one that's dangerous.
Honey Badger.
Honey Badger don't give a damn.
Honey badger.
Honey Badger don't give a shit.
See the Kobo? He gonna follow Kobo. He gonna get
Pokeblower Plus again towards the Terrakion. It's a heads this time, so
No.
80 damage. I haven't attacked yet. This is my first turn.
This man is a cunt. Look at that cunt face.
I'm gonna play Junk
And
Arm.
also you have to think about the
She
fact
just forgot her deck.
things are worse and they're normally a few dollars
You don't have your thing.
because it's right there. You know?
It's attached on it? Oh my god.
It's detached.
Junk Arm. Junk Arm, I'm gonna discard those 2 to return a
thing.
Bless you.
I don't have my game card with me.
I'm gonna return a
Sorry.
Poketurn back to my hand. I'm gonna play Poketurn.
Let's tell Rob that we fought 3 times to come to this.
Return Crobat G back to my hand.
Yes.
I'm gonna play Unknown R on the bench.
Touch me.
I'm gonna play Unknown R on the bench. Discard Unknown R to draw a card. I'm gonna put Crobat G onto the bench. Put another damage counter on
my hand.
Terrakion. 90 damage.
Can't play it. Can't play it.
Super scoop up. I'm gonna super scoop up an Uxie.
Brad.
Heads. Uxie goes back to
Not
my
you,
hand.
Brad.
I'm gonna play
Reach down.
Uxie from my
Where's
hand
Brad?
Where did that come from?
to draw until I have 6 cards in my hand.
Uncle Brad,
1,
where you at?
2, or draw until I have 7.
Jory.
I drew the rest of my deck, by the way. So if I end my turn and then you end your turn, I lose.
But I'm guessing you're not ever going to end your turn.
However, I'm going to nothing else I can play with that hand. So I'm going to use Psychic Restore, which does 20 damage. Expert Belt adds 20 more damage, so 40 damage. 50, 60, 70, 80. On top of 90.
Oh, you attacked me, mine is so known. wait, you get 2.
And because damage is going on it and I don't like that, I'm going to put it on the bottom of my deck in any order.
But he's dead.
Uxie, I can Psychic Restore, I can return Uxie and all cards attached to it to the bottom of my deck in any order. So I'm going to put Uxie on the bottom of my deck in any order. Bring up Mr. Mime.
He's still dead. You hit him for
He's
90,
still
right?
dead.
What the
Still
fuck was
dead.
that? And then he pulls out a Mr. Mine.
That is
That's
Uxie.
awkward.
wait.
The spines are in this bed.
Wait, no, that ain't it. What did you have? Mine. That's all useless now.
You need to do something dangerous.